We are coming on the air tonight with some breaking news out of Savannah, a massive police and SWAT response for a shooting near East Anderson and East Broad Street. WSAV's Isley Herschel is live on the scene right now, learning new details from police. So Isley, what's the latest?
Ben, that's right. Right behind me, there is a suspect of a shooting that is currently barricaded himself inside of a home near Ware Street and East Anderson Street. And what we know so far, Chatham County Sheriff Richard Coleman has been able to confirm with us that the SWAT team is here and they're currently working to get the suspect out of the home. At this time, we don't know if there's anybody else inside of the home with the suspect. Here's what the sheriff had to say about the situation.
Oh, we're gonna stop this foolishness. We're gonna get his behind out that house. What he needs to do is come on out that house before we go in there and get his behind out that house. So we're not tolerate this foolishness here in Savannah, Chatham County, and we're gonna bring in this nonsense. So we're not gonna play games with you. Either you're gonna come out the house quietly and surrender, or we're gonna go in there and get you behind out. It's just that simple.
We can also confirm that one person has been taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries because of this situation. Now, we are continuously working to get you as much information as we can. We're going to keep you updated on air and online on our website, WSAV.com. Stay with us for the latest. Live in Savannah, Isley Herschel, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Isley, thank you. Turning now to some new developments, Savannah is hitting pause on new large-scale data centers. City Council approved the move today as leaders take a closer look at how data centers could shape the city's future. WSAV's Nikiah Harris explains what comes next.
Council voted unanimously.
All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
To approve a temporary moratorium that will put a pause on large data center projects in Savannah, including plans to turn large warehouses or industrial buildings into data centers.
Before Savannah approves facilities of this scale, we have to fully understand what this means for our electrical grid, for our water resources, for our infrastructure capacity, our land use, what it means for our neighborhoods and our taxpayers. We need to fully understand how many permanent jobs they actually create, what public resources they actually require.
It gives leaders 155 days to figure out what rules should be in place before more of these developments come to Savannah. That means reviewing current zoning ordinances and discussing whether changes are needed.
I will tell you, I've gotten phone calls from other governments saying, well, how are y'all handling it? How are you handling it? We're going to handle it like we handle everything, thoughtfully, judiciously, and certainly with public input.
There were no public comments during that meeting. The moratorium will last until late January of 2027. Nikiah Harris, WSAV News 3 on your side.
The city has already approved a pause, and now Chatham County could follow suit. Commissioner Dean Kicklighter is proposing a one-year moratorium on new data centers in unincorporated Chatham County. It would not apply to Savannah or any other municipality. County commissioners are set to take up that proposal tomorrow. Meanwhile, a $20 billion data center proposed for Effingham County is one step closer to becoming a reality, and the deal could mean lower electric bills across Georgia. The Public Service Commission has approved a 25-year contract between Georgia Power and OpenAI for Project Camellia. Georgia Power spokesperson Joshua Peacock says OpenAI would pay for the infrastructure needed to power the data center. He says that agreement is designed to protect customers from having to cover those costs if the project does not move forward as planned. Georgia Power also expects the additional revenue from OpenAI to help lower rates for customers statewide. Peacock says customers could save nearly $200 a year, or about $15 per month.
Able to do that because of the large energy users that are coming to Georgia right now, the growth that we're seeing with these new customers that are coming to our state. All of that growth generates more revenue for our business, and we're able to leverage that to lower rates for the regular customers.
The contract approval does not guarantee the data center will be built in Effingham County. It is one of the major steps needed to move the project forward. WSAV reached out to Effingham County for comment. We are waiting to hear back. To see the full interview with Peacock plus the latest developments surrounding data centers across the region, you can head to WSAV.com/data centers. Two men are behind bars without bond accused of an armed robbery in Long County. The Long County Sheriff's Office says Kareem Nails and Christopher Fate, both of Glenville, are charged with armed robbery. Investigators say it happened August 16th near Post Oak Road and Futch Lane, and a gun was used. The Tattnall County Sheriff's Office also assisted with the investigation. Nails and Fate remain in jail without bond. A former Beaufort police officer is suing the department, claiming that she was fired for raising concerns about how it operated. Stephanie Fritz worked for the department for 15 years. She says the trouble started in 2022 when she filled out a survey raising concerns about juvenile crime, mental health calls, and officer morale. Fritz claims that Chief Stephanie Price and others retaliated, placing her on leave, demoting her, and eventually firing her. The department says she was fired for removing documents from a city server. Fritz is seeking damages and lost leave time. The city of Beaufort says it will respond in court and is not commenting further because the lawsuit is pending. A former Savannah man who is serving life without parole is now facing more charges after allegedly making threats to Atkinson County schools. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, 37-year-old Kendall Stevens called in bomb threats from behind bars at Telfair State Prison. Stevens is serving time there after being convicted of shooting and killing 26-year-old Corey Vance at a Savannah bar on New Year's Day of 2021. No word on why that school was targeted. New at 6, a woman accused of throwing a used tampon at a Savannah bartender will avoid jail time. Elia Baldwin Arenau, Justin Bieber's sister-in-law, will not face criminal charges after successfully completing a pretrial diversion program. The case stems from a 2024 incident at a Club Elan in Savannah. Police say Arenau threw the used tampon at a female bartender after she was allowed into an employee bathroom to change it. Surveillance video also showed Arenau fighting with security as she was escorted out. She was charged with simple assault, simple battery, and criminal trespass. Court documents filed this week show she successfully completed the diversion program, meaning those criminal charges will not move forward. WSAV is your local election headquarters. The race for South Carolina's open U.S. Senate seat is now set, and now the attention is turning to November. Republican Darlene Graham will face Democrat Annie Andrews in the general election. Graham is coming off of Tuesday's runoff win after receiving President Trump's endorsement and campaign support. Political expert John Prasini says the question now is how Graham builds on that momentum heading into November.
Her strategy certainly is going to be to maximize the base where she's got, that certainly appears to be along the coast. And then anything that she's going to pick up upstate is going to be a bonus. It is unlikely, just given the voting bloc in the upstate, that that's an overwhelming bastion of support for the Democratic Party to begin with anyway. Greenville County has been trending purple for a while, and we're certainly seeing some breaks in other areas.
Prasini also expects Graham and Andrews to debate before Election Day. That would put Graham on the debate stage after she missed several Republican debates leading up to the runoff.
Now, Time Saver Traffic, sponsored by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
Well, thankfully for our Thursday commute, we haven't been dealing with many major issues. However, it is taking a little bit of extra time to get from downtown Savannah to Pooler along Interstate 16 westbound. Mainly extra volume, the main concern there. Heavy rain, an issue for some of our inland communities, especially for Hampton County, where a flood advisory has been issued until 7 o'clock. Rainfall totals in excess of 2 and 3 inches have already been recorded, with more rain falling, and more rain is expected over the next few days. We'll talk about that coming up.